Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of my survival single player series. I am in the process of getting some materials together to keep working on the Ghast farm. As last episode I finished and I kind of rage quit a little bit on the idea that Ghasts could not... I was wondering where that spider was. Could not entity cram, or I can't stop them from entity cramming. So I got very frustrated and I had to take a break, and I've spent a lot of hours in creative working that out. However, I'm in the process of getting the supplies to be able to continue working on it because I have a plan. So I came over here to get some chests from the bamboo auto crafters that I have set up, and I looked in this chest during the world tour and I realized this was on 23 and it is still on 23. That's a problem, because it means nothing has been going in here, and there's been no chests crafted or anything of the sort. And that's actually because I found out, if we come up here, all of the items are getting stuck right there. For some reason there is an extra water source in the water stream that is making it so that happens. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. It must have happened when I was building the roof of this building and such. It means we're all back on track now, and the resources should stop piling up there and actually go into their chests and be crafted into everything I need to continue world domination. Yes, that's what I'm here for. Alright, we got some chests crafted. Fantastic. I'm going to steal a stack of those, make some hoppers, and continue resource gathering. For a stack of hoppers. Perfect. I might need more droppers, and I need to go and scrounge all of my redstone. I don't know how much I have. Not much. I've almost finished gathering up all the supplies I need. Last things last, I want to bring a beacon with me. So we're going to go quickly cheese a wither fight. So if you remember in my world tour, I actually have this spot up here where I use the wither to gather a bunch of wither roses. I would like to set that up again and gather more. However, right now I don't have the time to sit here and breed 1,000 chickens. So we're just going to spawn the wither. Did I not? Oh. Whoops. I thought I was missing a skull and only grabbed 2. Right now I don't have time to spawn the chickens, so we're just going to spawn a wither. Excuse me? Why did that not work? Are these vines in the way? Right, here we go. There we go. And so I can bring a beacon to the ghast farm because I want to get some clay to build what we're going to build today out of. Please tell me he can't escape. This is... No, he should be fine. I've done this before. Easy. And a beacon. Sweet. So, in between episodes, I have spent quite a few hours finding a solution to the Ghast entity cramming problem. You have no idea how many times I've typed that into Google and found nothing. So I came up with my own solution, pretty proud of it, taken me a long time to solve, and it's time now to build it in survival. In fact, it took me so long that I had to take a break, and I have expanded the ice road that goes all the way to the ghast farm and the wither farm, which is just down there. Quickly, if anybody has a solution to doing corners with these walls, that would be amazing. The ice boat road, whatever it's called, goes all the way to the ghast and wither skeleton farm now, which is fantastic. It means I don't have to spend 3 minutes running there and back each time, and if I have forgotten anything, it doesn't take long at all to go there. Boom! And we're there. Look at that. Okay, so since last episode, nothing's really changed. Nothing's changed with this. And up the top here above the farm, nothing has changed either since last episode. That is actually because I did everything for what we're about to build in a creative world. So I copied this world over and I have built the entire system for storing more ghasts in creative, which we now have to replicate here. It is a lot. There's going to be a lot of resources used, and hopefully it all goes smoothly. First things first, I actually need to change the size of this water stream elevator here. It's currently 5 by 5. It turns out ghasts are actually only 4 by 4, and that will make it much easier if they fit in a 4 by 4 to build all the redstone we're about to use. So that requires me to change the shape of the portal, remove a bunch of this glass, build it back up. I'm gonna do that right now. I was just about to place a glass pillar in, but I'm looking at this really confused because there's a bunch of fence gates missing. But when I was relinking this portal, I went through, the Ghast shot at it. Their fireballs must have come through here and actually destroyed a bunch of these. So I have some replacing to do. Okay, that's the bottom part of the elevator fixed. I have made it shorter on this side by 1 block. The glass used to be here. Shorter on this side. So now the square is a 4x4, same as the portal. And I've rerouted the water a little bit, so it pushes the ghasts hopefully into the spot that I need them to then go up the water elevator. So all of this is going to be working like normal. Now I have to put in a ton of redstone for the system. And I think I'm going to show you it in the creative world. Welcome to the creative world copy of my survival world. This is actually a slightly older version of my current world, so none of this containment system up here is nicely built or anything, but all of the redstone for the system I'm about to build is. So first, let me try explain what we're about to build. The ghasts are going to be pushed all the way up from that portal, all the way up here, and into this space right here, which is the exact same as what we currently already have in my survival world. What is different, however, is that once there is 23 ghasts in this spot, this orange block right here gets pushed over, which stops any more ghasts being able to come up, which means there's going to be 23 ghasts sitting here under the orange block. Then when 23 fill up here, the next orange block gets pushed across, stopping more ghasts from entering this space, and then they end up here, and then here, and then here, and so on. And all of this redstone is just to essentially count that there is 23 in the space, to push the block over, to activate the next counter, to then count 23 more ghasts, etc., etc. I designed all of this. It is very janky redstone, but I am super proud of it, and it finally works. So whenever the ghasts come up the elevator, they're going to hit this tripwire right here, which then sends an item from this dropper into this hopper, which is locked. Once this hits 23, the signal of this comparator changes from 1 to 2, which then comes around here and activates this piston, which pushes the block over, stopping any more ghasts entering this space here. The next ghasts will then sit under the block in this space where these 4 glass blocks are, activating this tripwire as they go past, which then puts a block in this dropper and repeats the whole process again, eventually activating the piston below them, which will be this one, etc. I don't know if you've ever done a project, had a break from it, and then come back to it and realize there might have been a different solution. Well, recording this, I think maybe if I had put a tripwire at the very bottom and just counted the ghasts as they come through the portal, and then sent the redstone signal all the way up here, I could have had just one counter. However, that is not the system that I have made, and I'm going to stick to the system that I have made because it works. So the counter and the piston pushing across was actually super simple for me to make. I'm glad that 23 was the number that sends a comparator signal in a hopper from 1 to 2, because entity cramming is the limit of 24, so pretty much bang on anyway. I didn't have to do anything fancy. However, the hard things for me were deactivating the signal of this comparator to that piston to be able to release more ghasts into this area when I kill these ones. So if all 23 ghasts came across, this would be full, which activates that repeater, which pushes that block across. Which means now, as more ghasts come up the elevator, they stop right there. Once I kill these ghasts, this is now empty, and I need the next set of ghasts to be able to move up a step in the elevator, in the storage elevator. And to do that, I press this note block, which sends a signal down this observer chain right here, which activates each of these pistons and pulls the block back. And I also needed it to pulse it back in place in time so that it releases, lets all of these guys out, sends it back in as the next guys come and fill this spot, because there'd be more ghasts under here. So that would look something like this, which now means if I press that note block, The piston activates, sending all those ghasts up. It pulses again and moves these ghasts up 1 tier. I'm going to stop talking about the redstone. I'm going to build it in survival now. Wish me luck. Very quickly, I did have a reason for this beacon, and that's because I want to build the wiring out of clay. Why? I don't know. I don't want to use stone bricks, so I'm going to go quickly mine a mountain. Woo! Clay. Sorry, terracotta. An armadillo. Ooh, hello. Look, I have a friend. Ah, look how cute he is. He's so cute. Ah. Do they have a purpose, guys? Are they just useless? I know I can get scoots from them, but do I really need wolf armor in this game on a single player world? It would be very fun to, I think, PvP with wolves and wear the armor. But updates, I don't know how to feel about some of them. Anyway, there's an armadillo here. That was exciting for 5 seconds. Super random, but I am hunting spiders right now because I realized I didn't bring any string for all the tripwires I need. The redstone building is going very well. However, I've just seen a skeleton with diamond armor. I actually think this might be the first mob I've seen with diamond armor naturally spawned. Let's see if we get anything. Oh, I got the chest plate. Oh, that's cool. Unbreaking 3. Damn, that's pretty good. Well, I'm gonna, like, frame that, because this is a cool moment. It's not much, but I like these little moments. I think they tell a story. Let's keep farming the spiders. Just waiting for sun to set here, so then I can go and hunt spiders. Because all of the redstone, I think, is done. Just need to put in the last few tripwire hooks and tripwires. And I have to put in 23 items into each of these droppers. Ooh, a new music disc. Alright, so I have finally finished putting all of the 23 blocks into each of the droppers for the ghast farm. Oh, okay, we're going to have to deal with this guy on the other side. And the farm is actually operational. Everything works, I think. It is, however... Oh my goodness, okay, those ghasts are very loud. I don't know if they're loud for you guys, but... Oh, they are loud for me. Alright, this skeleton... Oh, no, no, oh my goodness. No, no, no. I just fell past all of the ghasts and they saw me and probably shot some fireballs. That, no, is really, really bad. What? Okay, so, at time of recording this, I am actually incredibly tired. For anyone wondering, I'm running on very little sleep right now. For reasons that were... I mean, in my control, let's just be honest. However, that is actually making me make a lot of mistakes, which is crazy, because it's kind of weird to be like, wow, my brain really isn't working when I'm this tired. So, I don't think there are any ghasts up there now. I think they all died. No ghasts. I think they all despawned when I fell down to the bottom, which I think is a good thing, and it means I can at least show you the flaw in the system. So everything works, by the way. Everything works. I'm super happy with it, except for one little thing, which is so something that I'm not really going to be able to solve right now, and I'm not going to even try solve it. You can see right now that there is 1, 2, 3, 4 glass blocks out. So there would have been roughly 80-something ghasts, 23 in each of those gaps, and 23 up here. So I have a button here that is for shuffling the ghasts. So once I kill the 23 in here, I click the shuffle ghast button, and it moves them all up by 1, as we've already demonstrated. However, now if I go to reset the system, it actually pulses all of these glass blocks back in. But because there's only 4 of them active, all of the other ones that go all the way down to the bottom are inactive, so the glass is currently in, which means when I pulse the system, they get pushed out. So it's a little bit flawed in that regard, and that I can't reset the entire system unless every single glass block is out. Did that make any sense at all? Look, I'll show you. If I click reset, it's going to reset the whole system, send all of those in, but push every single other glass block out. Which, in all honesty, is a bit frustrating. However, I don't have a solution. If anyone does, that would be amazing. For now, my solution is to come down here very precariously, find where the first one pops out, which is there, and then hit this note block, and it should just pulse every single one of those glass blocks back in. And now the farm is actually fully reset. So I'm going to go back to AFKing for a couple of minutes, get some more ghasts here, and we can see the system entirely in action. Oh, by the way, the lights. So this is the shuffle ghast note block. If I held this reset, the farm is now reset, and it's this lamp here. Oh, it's really hard to talk when you're tired. This lamp here lights up when the farm is ready. And after a brief 10 minutes of AFKing, we've got 23 ghasts here. Should be 23 here, and I have no idea how many are in that bottom cell there, as the next block is not pushed over. I've set up a strength beacon over here. It's just a level 1 right now. I didn't have enough iron to build the last base on me. However, strength 1 and sharpness 4 is enough to kill a ghast one shot. I believe if you have sharpness 5, you might just be able to kill them without strength, which would be nice. I just don't have it as of yet. So let's have a quick count of how many ghasts are here. 1, 2, 3, 22. 23, 24. Okay, perfect. 24 just means while the counter is set to 23, that probably 2 ghasts came together in close proximity, and the tripwire was already activated when the second one came through. So now we can see the shuffle ghasts button, my favorite part of the farm. We click shuffle, and all of these guys should move up, and the next set should move into that cell. You can see all of the others activating. If there were more ghasts, all of the glass would activate. And now we count again. 1, 2, 21, 22, 23, and 24. 24 ghasts in that one as well. Pretty good numbers so far, and I have no idea what's in this last one, but if we click shuffle, they should come up as well. 1, 2, 10, 11. And that clicking sound you can hear is this dropper elevator off to the side. I have no idea how to make it silent. I did not look at a tutorial for it. I just made it very quickly. It is moving all of the gunpowder and... This XP is very loud. It is moving all the gunpowder and ghast hairs into this chest right here. I have collected quite a lot of resources at this farm so far in all of the testing that I've been doing. The XP does get stuck on the soul sand and does not make it up to me on this slab right here. I might change out this glass and make it able to be able to climb up to me, because I think it should be able to. And sometimes items, yep, like these ghast hairs, get stuck in this water stream right here. I'm not entirely sure how to fix that. Most of the time I think the ghast will just push the item off into here. Otherwise I just go and collect them after I'm done killing. So there are actually a couple of things I would like to add onto this farm. Down at the bottom here of the water elevator, I want to put hoppers or hopper minecarts. So once I'm AFKing and I fill up every single slot with ghasts, the new ghasts that come through will sit at the bottom here and entity cram, and then they'll just die and their drops will still be collected. So even if I AFK for a very long time, we'll get looting of about 200 to 300 ghasts I think I can fit in here, and then just normal passive drops from everything else that gets entity crammed. On the nether side of this farm, I would actually like to expand the size of it at some point. Not going to do that now. It's a lot of work and I don't have the resources to do so. But I have a couple of ideas of how to do that. I could either make this entire platform longer and then put a nether portal at the other end and just, I don't know, hope and pray they sync up. That would be fantastic. However, it would mean that the ghasts need to travel a lot further back and forth, so there would be more time for the ghasts to spend in the nether. The ones that... Oh, that's not good. My other idea is to put another 23 long nether portal, because that is the maxed width of a nether portal, right next to it, and build a second platform here with more ghasts. So I don't extend the runtime of these guys moving back and forth, but hopefully the 23 nether portal right here would sync up with this one, and I don't have to move anything in the overworld. That would be the plan for expansion, and that's only going to work if the nether portals sync up. Otherwise, I don't really have any ideas, because I don't want to make any more killing chambers like I've just made. Anyway, those are ideas for the future of this farm, and I obviously have... Oh my goodness. I obviously have a lot of decoration to do on the other side, and I have lots of plans for the future of this area. However, Ugh. Let's move on to something else. Alright, next up, I want to try and get a second mace. As you already know, I have a mace in my blacksmith if you watch the world tour, and I would like a second one to actually use it and experiment with it. How I find these trial chambers is I don't actually use Chunkbase or any external apps, because there is a built-in feature to find them. So why not use that? What I have to do is find a cartographer, unlock the cartographer to journeyman level, where I have a 50-50 chance of getting a trial explorer map. This will point me in the direction of a trial chamber. Fantastic. So I've actually already ran a trial chamber today, and I did unfortunately not get a mace. I know. What? My first mace took me 3 or 4 trial chambers to run. I'm hoping this one won't take nearly as long. But on the way here to the second chamber, I accidentally started a raid in a village. I drank a bad omen potion while still having the trial chamber omen, so it gave me bad omen. And then I ran to a village to find a cartographer, started a raid, actually defeated the raid despite running out of arrows at one point and having to go and get more. And I did die. I have now officially gotten the advancement for the Totem of Undying. I was definitely not at all prepared to fight this raid. My bow is only power 2. Those Ravagers are really tough. So are the Evokers. And Vexes, I officially hate them. I think everyone does. Although, I really enjoyed the mechanics of the raid. I haven't done one in quite a long time. And I think Mojang did a very good job at creating that battle environment. Of course, right at the end of the raid, one of the Johnnies, the Vindicators, he got stuck in a hole. And I had to spend ages trying to find him. I thought during a raid you could ring the bell and it would highlight the mobs. But this didn't work for me. Is that a feature that got taken out of the game? I'm very confused. Alright, so we have found our second trial chamber, which I'm now going to drink an ominous potion and run straight in there to try and get a mace. Fingers crossed we can. Alright, I think I'm prepared. Let's go. I actually really like these chambers. They're quite a lot of fun to run, in my opinion. Do they have swords? That's crazy. These are going to be very powerful. They hurt. I haven't actually ran a trial chamber with zombies, so this, oh my goodness, I am not prepared for the zombies. Okay. Oh, oh, we're gonna die already. We're gonna die already. We're gonna die already. Oh, okay. So most of the trial chambers I've ran are with spiders, slimes, and skeletons. And honestly, in a trial chamber, I think I prefer the skeletons. They're not nearly as strong as these zombies with swords. No key. It's a 30% chance to get an ominous trial key from one of these spawners, and I swear I get so unlucky. Alright, I'm gonna mark where I came into the dungeon right there, and let's go through this door. Nope. Perfect, well done, amazing. Let's go through this door. Is the dungeon? Oh. Oh my goodness. Alright, third time the door. Yes, here we go. Also, if you don't know, if you collect all the dispensers in a trial chamber, you actually get so many. It's fantastic. I've hardly had to craft dispensers. Bro, let me up, please. Oh, 1 key. Okay. See, it's meant to be a 30% chance, and I just unlocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and got 1. What are those odds? I don't know. I can't do maths and record and try and do a trial chamber. It's all too much for me. Alright, moment of truth. First try, ready? And then I can just leave. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, it's not going to happen. Oh. Also, can you get any other armor? I only ever get chest plates from these. Okay, what happened to my arrow just then? Am I lagging? Surely not. Who needs a slime farm when you have trial chambers? Or oozing potions for that matter. Oh, I got a key. Yes. I hate my inventory in trial chambers. It gets... That's why I'm not looting anything, because I can't manage it with everything that gets picked up and such. And I've tried to carry bundles with me while doing the trial chamber, and I got very sick of that very quickly. I actually like bundles quite a lot for the early game and such. I find I get way too many items in the trial chamber. And a few too many of them that I have to carry a lot of bundles. The breezes are really good, I think, to fight. They're actually a hard mob to hit, and I like the mechanics of them. Oh, I'm gonna die. Please don't die. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh crikey. Okay. I know I have a totem, so I really don't need to worry, but totem is pretty hard to get, and I'm not going to be making a raid farm, as far as I know, so... Or at least I have no plans to. I've heard raid farms are very different nowadays, because of the bottles of Omen, but I've never even made one with the old mechanics in the past, so... I have no experience either way. And this water can go bye-bye. Yeah, he doesn't take fire damage. Is it because he's got a helmet on? And the game's like, yeah, mobs don't burn when they have helmets on, so why should he burn if you hit him with flame? Is that what's going on? We'll have to see if it happens to all helmeted skeletons, like these guys over here. Flame does not work on skeleton. No? Okay, I take that back. It does. Maybe it's a diamond. Alright, is that all the spawners in this room finally done? Alright, second ominous trial vault. Come on. Notch apple, nice. And it's not gonna happen. Ah. Oh, a diamond pickaxe with like half durability. That's a new one. I haven't seen that before. You mean to run trial chambers more early game? Is that what the loot is designed around? I'm not quite sure. There's an ominous trial vault. Okay. Oh, second one of these rooms. Alright, let's get rid of that dispenser. Come on, breezes. Come at me. Ah. Whoa, Nelly. Ah. They're very hard. I like them a lot, actually. I like the fact that it's a struggle and it's not just another skeleton or zombie AI kind of thing. One down. Alright, just some golden carrots. Ah. No fire damage, no fire damage. Is it something to do with like the power? Yeah, flame is only a flame, it's just flame. So is it something to do with like the power level of a bow that indicates how many, like what the chance is of flame activating when you hit someone with it? I didn't know that. Oh, I've never known that before. I thought flame and fire aspect just activated if you had the enchantment. There we go, they're both on fire. Key? Oh, damn. Really need knockback for all the zombies. This isn't so bad until we get wind charged into them. No, no, no! Ah! Ah! No, okay, the totem activated, but it's not going to heal me. I need to run, I need to run. Oh, that got bad. I really got wind charged into them. Oh, skeleton. Whoa, okay, okay, okay. I've got regen 2 right now. Okay. From the totem, let's take them on. I don't have any other totems with me. I think the rest are at the surface, so we're going to run the rest of this trial chamber. I mean, I've never ran them with totems before, but I also normally have a helmet. Half you skeleton. Saved. And ding. Nope. Potatoes and potatoes. And a key. Yay. Alright, come on, mace. I don't know what the chances are of a mace. I think they're really low. That banner pattern, I believe, is pretty high. I think it's this banner pattern. Oh, my ominous ran out. Did I already burn through an entire potion? Has it been half an hour in this vault? That's crazy if it has. And this should hopefully turn blue. This was a bad idea. Ah, there we go. An even worse idea. Oh, yeah, okay, that's a terrible idea. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh, where did you come from? Oh, that hole. Oh no, oh no, there's fire there. That's really bad. No, that's, oh my goodness. Okay, whoa, lag. Hello, lag. Right, I've spawned. No, this is not good. This is not. I don't know currently how to get down. I think I'm going to grab a totem. And I didn't, of course, put any water at the bottom of there. So, what do I do? I have about 4.5 minutes. Okay, think. There's some dirt here. Take that. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Are you serious? Well, use the totem. Good thing I was wearing that. All right, let's go down bit by bit. I'm really frustrated that there was fire there when I died. It means probably some of my stuff got burnt. And there is a lot of zombies there. Oh, I no longer have ominous, so I lose it when I die. Okay, that's good to know. This is the hardest time I've had doing a chamber, and maybe it's because I don't have a helmet, and that's the big difference between my success in the past and this. It's crazy. I start recording, of course, and I suck at them. Through this door, I can see my stuff. I can see a bunch of zombies. This is going to go terribly, everybody. These zombies have a lot of health. Can't see the fire on the ground, and it looks like my stuff is here, so maybe if I'm lucky it didn't burn. Let's find out. Get some armor on me. Okay, I currently don't have my pants. I do have my picks though, my shovel, my sword. Still no pants. That's a little bit concerning. No food? Are you serious? Did my food burn? Oh, okay. I do have diamonds, so I can craft. I just don't have any wood. And I did have wood until, of course, I died just then and burnt. Alright, get the armor on, so at least I'm a bit better protected. I don't have a beard, which I obviously left up at the surface. That was a bit silly. So I might go steal the beard from the chamber and be able to... Oh, I do have food. Oh, I got it out of my ender chest. I'm going crazy. Okay. Spawn point set. Let's run this again. Moment of truth, everybody. Notch apple. Wind charges. Oh. 3 keys. Woo! That might be the most luck I've had with keys in quite a while. That vault I've already opened. So let's hope there's still 3 trial vaults in, or ominous trial vaults that is, in this chamber. Alright, 1. Come on, mace head. Oh my goodness, only emeralds? I don't need emeralds. Ah. Alright, here we go. Come on, moment of truth. Or a flow banner pattern. I don't know if you can get the mace head. Oh, just a bunch of emeralds. Okay, cool. Damn, I have 3 more keys now. I technically just got 2 more, and I think I'm all out of vaults, so I can't do anything with them. Time to find another trial chamber. Before I did that, however, it was finally time to equip myself just a little bit better. Yes! Finally! Oh my goodness. We're going to take a look at my stats for how many flippin' chambers I've been to. How many of these ominous things I've opened. We can see here that an ominous trial key I have used 66 times. I've apparently picked up 77 times. But that's because I've actually thrown them out of my inventory. So I have used all 66 and I have like 2 in my inventories. 66 times, and the chance is actually a 7.5% to get a heavy core, which means on average I should have gotten 8.8 heavy cores. And instead, I only have this one and the other one that I have at home. So 2 in total. Ridiculous. Really quick, if anyone's interested, this is most of what I got. I will be honest, and I did throw out a bunch of other flow patterns. I didn't know if I needed these or not. I don't do much with banners. I wasn't really going for trial keys, so I didn't actually break any of their pots. I was just trying to run through these chambers as fast as possible. I do have a bunch more enchanted golden apples. I think I stopped back and dumped a bunch of stuff. So there's like 12 in here. Really racking those up now that you can't craft them, although that's been out of the game for a very long time. I got another trident. Woo! Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in episode 4. Bye! Sticky keys? No!